Friends and viewers, welcome to the jungle, welcome back. This is another haircut tutorial, and as you can see, let's jump straight into it. 6 minutes, fade your own hair. This is the before, and this is the after, the aftermath. Right, let's get straight into it, guys. We're going to first of all remove the bulk with a number 5. He's right. Just clearing the bulk with that number 5. Just going to get all of the long hairs off, get it down to a nice manageable length so that we can cut into it without having too much excess hair in the way. Plus the top layer, the very top part of the haircut is going to be number 5 anyway, the top part of the sides. So I'd recommend doing that first. Okay, then we're going to go ahead and we're going to set our line. It's going to be a very low line today. It's going to be a 0.5. The clipper there is all the way open, so it's a 0.5. And you just want to take your time doing this and make a nice clean line around the head. It can be quite difficult when you're doing it to yourself, but just use a mirror and take your time. Make sure you've got the clipper angled correctly, because it's kind of difficult doing it with the wrong hand and doing it in the mirror reverse. So you just want to make sure you're getting it right, because you're setting foundations for the whole haircut here. So get it right, guys. Get it right. Get it right first time. As you can see, I was being quite tentative. Did a very low line this time because I wanted to give myself loads of space to fade up. And that's me just sharpening the line up there, making it nice and straight, boys. And there we go. Once we've set the foundations, this is what it should look like, a nice even line. Obviously you can go higher depending on if you want a high fade or a mid fade or a low fade, your own preference.
Right guys, we're jumping back in there with a number 1 guard all the way closed, and we're going to make another line. It's about an inch up and that's going to give us room to blend them together. You know.
Sounds good, Jack. Let's get into it. Yep, so just that number 1 is closed, so we're just going half a grade up, and it's 1 inch up from that first initial guideline. Brother interrupts there, but you know. Yeah, and you just want to do that all the way around the head. Make your second line follow the same shape as the first line. At the back, you can leave slightly more of a gap, just because there's much more space to fade on the back of the head. And I'm just flicking out ever so slightly so as not to cause another harsh line for later on in the haircut. There we go, just finishing that one off there. And that's 1 inch up from the 0.5. Okay, so half guard, half open, and we're just going to flick out the in-between line. So just underneath where the half line was in the first place, we're just going to flick that out with the 0.5 half open, so it's basically a 0.75. And just flick it out so the two transition into one another. And then after that, put your 1.5 guard on, and we're going to go up another inch from that one line. And that's it. It's just a step-by-step process, guys. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put all of the equipment that you need to do this down in the description, so you can check that out, and all the guards that I use. and I'll put the step-by-step process too. Just following up underneath with the one guard right now. One guard half open to do exactly the same thing as we did before. Flick out the line that we just created. And then finally we're going to finish it off with the number 2 coming just underneath that top ridge and flicking out into that number 5 at the top there. And if you flick out enough, you don't really need to follow up with a 3. Just the number 2 open will do it. And guys, if you want to sub, feel free to help me out. Peace.
Okay, right guys, this is the next morning. Here is the haircut. Not too bad of an effort. I know that the top really needs cutting, but we'll get that taken care of soon. Yeah, it was difficult last night in that lighting, but it's another one taken care of. We'll try again in a few more weeks because we want to do it a bit more consistently so we can get better at it. So, you know, that's the goal. And not a bad effort this time. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Peace.